9 signs your blood sugar is high. Diabetes symptoms. Most people would assume something like having high blood sugar would be easy to spot, but it's actually incredibly common for the symptoms of high blood sugar to go unnoticed. There are lots of people who never realize that they have it, so don't feel too bad if you realize you might be in the club. More than 10% of Americans are diabetics, a condition that develops when blood sugar is too high. They have to live with type 1 diabetes, the pancreas not making enough insulin, or type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, for their entire lives. Despite how serious it can become, a little more than 1 in 5 adults who have diabetes aren't aware of it. About 1 in 3 have pre-diabetes, blood sugar that's not high enough to be considered diabetes, but still higher than it should be. Diabetes can be managed, but it is a lifelong disease, so here are the signs of high blood sugar that you need to watch out for. Number 1. You're extra thirsty and have to urinate more than usual. One of the most common symptoms of high blood sugar that is often overlooked is constant thirst and the need to drink a lot more than you usually do. This goes along with excessive urination. Your kidneys are working overtime to get rid of the extra glucose that builds up in your blood. Eventually, your kidneys won't be able to keep up and adjust to high levels of blood sugar to bring them back down to normal. All of that sugar leaves your body through your urine, which leads to dehydration, fatigue, and also the desire to drink as much as possible to account for the loss. Number 2. You're hungrier than usual but losing weight. As well as being thirstier than usual, people with high blood sugar experience more hunger as well. Despite eating more, you might find yourself weighing less if blood sugar is the problem. Your body isn't absorbing the sugar you take in and isn't getting its preferred energy source, which means it has to turn to other places, using muscle and fat for energy instead, resulting in unhealthy, sudden weight loss. Along with changes in your weight and your appetite, your balance and reflexes may become worse as your muscles weaken. Number 3. You constantly feel tired and fatigued. High blood sugar also means you become fatigued faster and more often. When your body doesn't process insulin properly or have enough of it, sugar doesn't get absorbed into your cells to be used and sits stagnant in your blood. Also, frequent urination can lead to dehydration, which is another contributing factor to fatigue. Number 4. You have blurry vision and frequent headaches. If you notice that your vision isn't quite as good as you remember and that things seem blurry more often than not, it might be a sign of high blood sugar. Excessive levels of blood sugar can make the lenses in your eyes swell up from leaking fluid, so the lens's shape becomes warped and leads to the changes in your vision. Along with blurry vision, intense and frequent headaches can be expected and make working and driving more difficult. Number 5. You develop sores that tend to heal slower than usual. Injuries like cuts and bruises can heal much slower when you have high blood sugar. The reason diabetics often complain about pain in their lower extremities is because diabetes affects the nerves and circulation in those areas especially. Not enough blood flow means slow healing, and even minor wounds can become vulnerable to infections and become serious. Number 6. You notice tingling and numbness in your hands or feet. The nerve damage caused by high blood sugar is called diabetic neuropathy. Damaged or compressed nerves create that tingling sensation, like when your leg falls asleep, sometimes even escalating to complete numbness or a painful sensation. It's more common with long-term diabetes, but can affect anyone with poorly managed diabetes. Number 7. You're developing blisters, dryness, or other skin changes. Skin tags can form in the creases of your skin if you have diabetes. Large areas of darker, softer skin can form on the back of your neck, hands, face, and many other places, and can be a sign of insulin resistance. Other skin abnormalities such as blisters and infections can also be signs of high blood sugar. Number 8. You're getting yeast infections more often than usual. Genital yeast infections can also be caused by high blood sugar, usually the result of a type of yeast called Candida albicans. Yeast infections are generally common occurrences, but high blood sugar puts you at a greater risk of having them more frequently, since the yeast feeds off of the excessive glucose in your urinary tract. Number 9. You have swollen or bleeding gums. Among the many serious complications of diabetes, gum disease is one of the more dangerous. It can make the condition harder to control once you get an infection, since the body's response to this is to release more glucose into your bloodstream. Glucose is present in your saliva as well, and the more there is, the higher the chance of gum disease once plaque begins building up. The first noticeable symptoms are red or inflamed gums. If this goes untreated, it can progress further. You can develop periodontitis and even experience tooth loss in the worst-case scenario. While all of this might seem like a lot, the best thing to do if you find that one or more of these symptoms applies to you is to talk to your doctor about your concerns. They can help you determine whether or not your blood sugar is high enough to warrant concern or be labeled as prediabetes or diabetes, and if hyperglycemia is even the cause of your symptoms at all. Even if you're not sure that high blood sugar is the problem or have no idea what it could be, a conversation with a medical professional is worth the time so you can figure out the cause and how to manage your symptoms. Thanks for watching. If you thought this video offered some useful information, give it a like and share it with your friends. It allows us to create more great content. If you want to see more videos from us, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video.